I was trying to record this video at 1 a.m. And I actually streamed this, so this is actually Twitch VOD. Check out my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/SuperAlbania. Tap in. Here's the rest of the video. Okay, so I ended up not doing this since the last major, but the opening stage I actually did manage to get through, so I thought, why not do this for the rest of the stages. I'll just flex that I'm above Scrawny, Quanic, Alex, Gotovelo, Duop, Polop, and I think, yeah, Maui as well. So just gotta flex that. I'm gonna show my picks. So based off the RMR, we're gonna go Mao's and Vitality. I think it's pretty obvious. Mao's group stage merchants, Vitality of Zaiwu. Most consistent teams, I think they'll just run it through. Mao's sort of just always do well in these sort of environments, and Vitality have just the players. I don't think they can really drop a map here. I would also maybe put G2 somewhere in here, or FaZe, but in my opinion, I'm just going to have them going through, and I'll throw Navi there as well. I think these three are very obviously also going to make it. FaZe did really well in their RMR. G2, I think, are going to win the major. Personally, I am rooting for them heavily, and I hope they get through the stage. But I think these two teams are too inconsistent to let them dropping a map. Same exact thing with Navi. Navi just doesn't have a star player, despite them being a really consistent team. I think without them being on an actual stage, it's pretty difficult for them. And I also think some of these underdog teams like MBR or 3D Max or even Spirit, teams like that can just run them over in sorts of the firepower aspect. With that being said, I'm putting the Mongols here as well. I think after the last stage, they just look insane. I think they're going to get top 8. They might even get a semifinals appearance. These guys look crazy. I think the crowd's behind them. They have no fear, and they are shooting. They just rolled through the last stage, and I think they're going to do the same here. I honestly think they're a 3-1 pick, very minimum 3-2. That being said, I think Spirit as well. They look pretty bad in their RMR, but I think that they just have the player quality with Shiro, Somtix, and of course Dunk, that they'll just make it through. After the last pick, I'm between mainly 3 teams, that being Heroic, 3D Max, and Liquid. I think 3D Max are probably just RMR merchants, so I don't really want to put too much stock behind them. They might fail like 1-3. Heroic, I think, is just a really good basic team. They looked really strong. Sort of just have to do what they have to do, and they'll just usually go through with it. Other team that's and then Liquid, it's Liquid. I think Liquid, in my opinion, I think it's just gonna fumble. Yeah, Kinder's not that good. Ultimate also struggles against these top teams, literally, and NAF doesn't really play too well. So you're basically relying heavily off of Weekend Twist, pretty low form NAF, and then just a really consistent JKS. I don't think the other two players, being your star rifler like Kinder and Ultimate, they're just not really doing it for me, and I don't think they're gonna make top 8. The only other team I think that could make it through would also be Pain. I really like this Pain team. I think they're just cool, but I think Snow in this environment might struggle. I think they're going to be a 2-3 team. They did last time. They were one map away. I think it was against Navi, and they didn't make it to the major. They're a great team. I'm actually a big Pain fan, but I'm not going to put them through. I'm going to put Heroic. They're just consistent. And I think having players like Nerds, Shush, Tess's, Dagster is just always going to work, and Kixon's just a consistent in-game leader. So for the 0-3, I'm going with 2 very obvious ones. Big looked awful in the last stage, somehow squeaked through with the terrible T-side win rate. Crimbo's not really there right now. It's basically just the JDC show from what I can tell. Crimbo, my GOAT, sadly just isn't really doing too much. Searson, good enough, I guess, but not really. The last spot, I'm between Furia and Wildcard. I think Wildcard just kind of have to be here. They made it through the last stage, which is awesome. I'm a big fan of this team, but I think just the form that we saw from Fozy, and also I think the shakiness from JBA is going to just come to bite the team. I think the team is incredibly underrated. Just the fact that they have Susp, who's just been playing out of his mind. Stanislaw is just a great in-game leader, and I really hope he maybe gets a chance on a team like TL, given how well he's been playing on this team. And Sonic's really great. Also, obviously, we play JBA, but I think just the lack of Fozy, he's gonna just kind of come to bite this team in the ass, especially when you're playing against, I don't know, fucking Zaiwu, Monacy, even players like Brokey or Shiro. I just don't think they have it. I watched the Haka video. I realized it's a complete copy of his, but I kind of agree with everything here. 2 3-0 picks. They both did in the RMRs. I believe in them. I think every other team here is good enough to make it through. Probably will just drop 1 to 2 maps, 1 to 2 matches. But it's kind of what I believe in. I made it to the elimination stage, even with fucking Fnatic and VP there. So whatever. I'm mainly banking on the 3-0 picks, because if you get any of these wrong, you're basically having to rely off of one of these 0-3 picks to get, even if the rest of your advanced stages, just given how the mouth is. So I'm really hoping that one of these two teams ends up falling 0-3. I think it's more realistically going to be Big. Maybe Furia will be in there, but I think Wildcard don't really have the star player potential that'll be there. It's like at best they've so I'm sticking with this. I'm going for that diamond coin. I have everything so far, so I'm wishing myself some luck here. That being said, that's the quick rundown of my pick'ems. Again, I'm sorry for not doing it for the opening stage. I did do it on my stream, so if you guys are interested, checking me out. I've been live on Twitch really often, so beat me there. That's it. All I'm praying is that G2 make it through, to be honest. G2, like, the only teams I really want to see win this is like Miles. I really want to see them win. Mongols would be awesome. G2, I need them to win. And Vitality would be cool, I guess. Yeah, but I'm mainly banking on a Miles or G2 major win here, so that's it. That was kind of everything here. So again, check me out.